mental health. What do we do to stay sane?
We're talking cars.
Yeah.
Which brings us to laughing a lot, Miss Kate.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. What do you do, Ada, to stay sane?
I go on Twitter chats and read books, which is probably not what I should be doing.
But it does help with clearing your mind, just running away with a book. You're really good at running away with your books and going on adventures, and you meet all these characters, and then you fall in love, and then you bring the books back to your classroom, and I think that's really healthy.
So I think my passion is what I do, and that's I can read and bring it back to my students, so I feel like it's a win-win. But I think going on social media and connecting with other educators who are passionate like me, that's exciting to me. So I don't think it drains me, I think it fuels me. But I do know there needs to be more balance in family and relaxation, like Zen.
But it's nice to know you're not an island.
Because you feel that way in your building sometimes. I'm the only one doing this kind of stuff, you know.
And you're a runner, right?
I pretend.
And Steve over there, he's a fisher.
Yep.
He's a fisher of men.
Fish whenever I can. It's funny because we do have a lot of kids that do like to fish and hunt, in Lake Iowa. So it's always a good connection with them. We had a kid that caught a muskie off a dock the other night. He just could not wait to show me the next morning. So for me, it's that stuff away, but also during the school day, it's getting out of my office and getting back with the kids and spending time with the kids. But then the other thing are these camps, and it's kind of like the future faith. There's a lot of people doing awesome stuff, but it's hard to get, sometimes getting your teachers in your building connected and seeing the same value that we share and give up a Saturday. Well, not to say give up, but use a Saturday to kind of rejuvenate and get ideas. So this is kind of like, I'm an ed junkie, so this is actually relaxing for me.
I think we all, because I know a lot of you we all bring our passions back into what we do. That what fuels us and gives us restorative energy, we bring back into the classroom. What you don't know about Steve is that he does these fish fries.
Yep.
So he takes them fishing and then they come back into a fish fry. And I just think that's like total teacher health, total administrative mental health right there, because you're incorporating your passion into your what you do.
Real world.
Well, and I know every once in a while with Steve too, if you're watching his Twitter feed, you'll see the picture of going to Dairy Queen or something like that with the kids, and every time I see that, I just I don't know what's going on in their building today, but I bet he's having a good time, and I think finding ways to make those connections with kids is huge, because otherwise you're just doing the work.
So is that what you were doing up on the roof?
I think what we were doing on the roof is freezing, if I remember right.
You were freezing.
But it is. It's creating those things to share with the kids and remembering that it's about them, because sometimes we get so stuck in our PLC and our curriculum and our instructional strategies that we forget to take time out of our day to go make those connections, which is what it's all about.
I think a lot of times we just take ourselves too seriously in this job.
Yeah.
They're going to be fine in spite of us. The dumbest things we do, they're going to learn. And oftentimes it's just like you said, Brett. It's just talking to kids and being real and being genuine with them, and not being the flippant principal all the time. And that's. I think sometimes we have teachers and administrators especially that overthink and overanalyze. They're so worried about test scores. Screw that. The mental health side, what we talked about earlier, is so much more important. That if they come to school and they're feeling good about where they're at, the rest will take care of itself. But I think we just get a nice, I can't tell you the number of times I've read stuff from Kim that talks about test scores, and in Iowa it's very different. It's very different. We have no idea what high stakes testing is compared to other states. And so I don't know how you guys do it.
Iowa.
Heard that from a lot of people. Let's
I've
move
tried
to
get her.
Iowa.
I've tried to get her.
Yeah, that's right. I think a lot of us.
Because I need 2 special ed teachers. If anybody knows people looking to move to Iowa for special ed.
We'll put that out there.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of us stay fit. I know Sandy does a lot of exercising as well, which is mentally healthy for us to be fit, to be active, and to also cultivate your passions, whatever that is.
To make time for what we value.
That's so
you have to value
true.
yourself.
And you put it sounds kind of strange to say it, but I think if we take care of ourselves, we can take care of those around us. And I don't think it goes in reverse. I don't think those around us take care of us. I think it's us first, take care of me, and then I can be healthy enough to take care of you every day in the classroom. If I'm okay,
our kids don't really have that skill set
Right.
to know how to cope. I had a third grade boy at the end of the day. He could be a pistol once in a while, but he's had a great 8th grade year. The last couple of weeks he's been really acting out. Come to find out, he was late the other day. One of my teachers, Angela, she said she saw him come in the office, brought him in my office. Long story short, he just learned that the third member of his family was diagnosed with cancer, and he has no one